problem of shaping the society through the girl child. The mothers have made mistakes, and we don't want the girls to go the way of the mothers. We believe in God that if we set the pace right for them, like for them to know that they are valuable. I mean, they should believe in themselves. They are fearfully and wonderfully made, and they should work on their self-image so that they don't lose out. We see a lot of girls believing that, well, I can get it done anyhow, anyhow. No. Now we want girls to know that the foundation has to be put right.
Wonderful evening here in Kigali. Welcome again to the Great Generation Show, an adolescent and youth show, looking at how to empower the youth and adolescents into the future generation that we need them to be the great generation. So we've had quite a number of shows on the great generation, aiming to inspire, to motivate, and to showcase the most exemplary adolescents and youth that have done great things, and we showcase them. We also inspire them by visiting, doing different outreach initiatives. We have awarded the best performers in the national exams. We have visited demobilized soldiers who are maimed in the struggle in the liberation of Rwanda. And we have also had a show on special needs and how to address the special needs and education. We have we have done the shows in different languages. So today we are having a show in Kinyarwanda. Again, we are blessed on the show to be with mothers who are also inspirational leaders in what they do. And I will just welcome them to the show. Welcome, Madam. I will let you introduce yourself and what you do.
I'm Adiola Bambushi, and I'm from Nigeria. I have a passion for raising girls, beautiful girls that will stand the test of time. And we've been working with them for over 30, 40 years. So some of them are married now, they are parents in their own right. But the most important thing that one will target is to let girls know that they are not the second fiddle. I mean, they are right now raising their head high. They should not lose values, and they should work towards being excellent in every area of their life. So I'm passionate about raising godly ladies for the finished work. Godly ladies for the finished work, more like what we talk about in the finishing school. When we have girls that you have to prepare for the finishing school, we prepare them for homes, we prepare them for the future. If you raise a girl properly and you are raising a nation, because you are empowering the girl, and as you are empowering the girl, you are empowering her as a woman, because she's not just a girl, she's raised, standing up to be a mother in the future. And so everything that she requires in terms of self esteem, in terms of identity, in terms of confidence to face the world, irrespective of whatever is happening around, the girl is being nurtured in such a way to believe in herself so that she will stand tall and walk tall in her space.
Thank you very much, Madam Adiola. And I would like to say that you are visiting us from all the way from Nigeria, and you are bringing this empowerment of the girl child in here to Rwanda. You want to work with girls, women, and the society at large to empower the female, the girl child, so that she can be capable of meeting all these challenges as a mother, as a woman,
is actually a critical member of the society. So I thank you very much for your visit to the Great Generation, where we are always seeking at ways of empowering the youth, especially from adolescent, teen stage, and developing their mindsets to be the people that we want them to be. So again, we are here with uh, my auntie mom, Bella. She's also an influential women leader, a special parent to me and others. She has raised me. I think she's honoring the show for the second time. And we thank you again for visiting the destination. Please remind our audience what you do and how it is related to the topic of today of empowering the girl child.
Thank you. My name is Bera Rukwavu. I'm the coordinator of the Social Promotion Project, which is a project for women economic empowerment. We target women and girls for the last 17 years or so. We have been training them with skills for sustainable livelihoods. As women are backbones of homes and families. So if you empower a woman, you have empowered the whole family. The children will grow up upright. The males within the family will also grow positively and with good energy, positive energy from the lady of the home. So that's where we have been focusing on. And today we are gladly accepting girls from these ladies and sometimes even boys so that they learn skills, livelihood skills, so that they grow up knowing what to do with their benefit. They are in the formal school, they have to have side skills, technical skills, which can help them earn their living. So I'm glad I've met my counterpart here, who is also interested in the women economic empowerment and focusing on girls. Actually, today we are also trying to put more energy in bringing up the girls so that they grow up, knowing what to do instead of meandering around the around until they mess up. Like we have teenage mothers, so if we train them much earlier, then they will understand that their bodies are not to be played around with. They have to be focused. They have to have vision, and then we shall have a better society. Because you train one woman, you have trained a nation. So that's what I do, and I'm really looking forward to working more with more initiatives that are focusing on women and girls. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Bella, and I am Jidia Gasana, your host as usual at The Great Generation. So we are again dissecting a very old topic of women and girl child empowerment. This is a topic that has been there for as long as I remember, and I believe this topic has borne its results in great dimensions. I mean, it's a topic that is discussed across most of the countries I've been to, and that is like here in Rwanda, it is really put in action where more than 50% of the leaders, like in parliament and positions of power, are women. And we see the impact whereby the policies and the activities are well implemented where you have woman leader. I would like to say maybe there's less corruption. I would like to say there is more impact because A woman as a mother by instinct is more, responsible, if I can say, not more than men, but as a mother. If a woman, the way God shapes a woman is to be a mother. Therefore, it comes with responsibilities. Even men, by nature of being providers, they have to be responsible. But there is that element of a mother, the nurturing aspect. So, where women have been empowered, or girls, if I should say, there has been quite an impact. And a good example is where we are seated here in Rwanda. So, tell us, Madam Adole, tell us how you see this initiative of the empowerment of the girl child. What first of all, what has brought you to Rwanda? Are you going to work on this initiative in Rwanda? What is the strategy and how has it been successful? Where else you have implemented it?
Thank you very much. We see the problem of shaping the society through the girl child. The mothers have made mistakes, and we don't want the girls to go the way of the mothers. We believe in God that if we set the pace right for them, like for them to know that they are valuable, I mean, they should believe in themselves. They are fearfully and wonderfully made, and they should work on their self-image so that they don't lose out. We see a lot of girls believing that, well, I can get it done anyhow. No. Now we want girls to know that the foundation has to be put right. And since it's quite different from where we're coming from, the burden is not being passed on to the girls anymore. The girls are going around with ideas in the world which is warped. The ideas they have around them, the value system is warped. So we're trying to get it straight. Like, for example, we want to start with teaching them what to call godly values. What are the godly values that we have all lived on with? Raise your head high, how to greet people, how to walk with your head high, and how to have a focus. This is where I'm going. And so we want to work with them like what I call like a finishing school. Start with them how to teach, how to talk, etiquette, etiquette that we talk about all the time. And this is one of the first ways in which we want them to know. And then to build the confidence in them. A lot of ladies have lost confidence in themselves. They put the scars before them. Whereas they should be allowed to put the whatever mistakes, they should put it behind them and walk towards moving on. So we believe working with the school system, getting the girls educated, giving them the self-image that they require, building them up, building the confidence in them, and letting them have aspirations. What is the goal? Where are they going? If they have that before them, then they are working towards something. They are building something. And if as many ladies are able to see this, and if in some way they've not been able to identify with the future, they've not been able to identify with a goal, then we start with building a goal. What is your goal? Where are you going? It's like Alice in Wonderland. And they just met, the rabbit met Alice, so where are you going? And Alice said, I don't even know where I'm going. So he says, anywhere you turn to is a way. So if you actually know, and we want to set them right, to know that God has a purpose for them, we want them to know that they are indeed the future of the world now. And they are polished palaces, polished stone of palaces. We should let them know that the world is waiting for them to build up whatever will be lost. we haven't lost it, we are building it. So there are other ideas of maybe teaching them skills. You empower them. Some of them could decide on what they want to do. Like, I used to have like a target. I mean, I give them books and just write out your vision in the next 5 years. What do you want to do in the next 2 years? Where do you want to be in the next 5 years? What do you want to see yourself doing? And now we see a lot of ladies multitasking. You must know how to multitask. So as a mother, you are involved in the life of your husband. You are involved in the life of the children. You are involved in the life of the society, in your own life too. So you are not just you are wearing many caps, and the head must still be in place so that you get it right. So we will work with them, finding out what the goals are, what do they want to do, and we believe bit by bit, getting the necessary things in place, we'll be able to get it right. As we work with the government, women empowerment, it's getting the girls. If the foundation is laid properly, if a girl is brought up well, then a mother is being put in place and a nation is being set up right. And we want us to know that this time God is busy depending on the ladies, the girls that are coming. And we trust that they will not fail. They will not fail by God's grace. So the girls, they are depending on them.
Yeah, so thank you very much. Going back to my earlier statement that the ground has been laid, the platforms are built, the girl child is being fronted, whether it is in education, whether it is in leadership, whether it is in the workplace. She has equal chances with the boy child to compete for competent jobs, international jobs, leadership positions. She can easily be the first. For a long time, I have been following my son and asking him who is the first person in your class. And for 3 consecutive years in different schools, he has been telling me it's a girl.
Yes.
So I've been asking him, why don't you beat this girl? Why don't you compete with her? So that place, it has been reserved for a girl because I think she's more meticulous, very careful, very dedicated to what she's doing. And yeah, I tend to agree with you that if the girl child is enabled, she can achieve quite a lot more than we expect from her. So you seem to now focus on the persona, the person of the girl child. How does she behave? How does she lead? How does she be a nurturer, a mother? So she's trained to be all those things and to fill all those positions. And should I say, without forgetting herself in the process? Because you talked about confidence and holding her head high and leading with confidence. But I have a question. Sometimes the woman, let's say the woman in the workplace or as a leader, is seen to be too aggressive, maybe. They call this movement feminism. If she's very direct, she'll be called a feminist or somebody who is not easy to manage. And there are all those labels that are put on so they are silent battles that the woman fights to be in the place where she is. Even as a leader, wherever she is, she will have to compete the main competency of being able to deliver, but she will also have to, to deal with those silent battles of she's stepping on people's feet, she's talking too loud, she's being too aggressive, she's, So how does the girl child or the woman deal with all that?
Well, I'd like to just put an illustration. I mean, there was this race that being run by by toads. The toads were wanted to climb. And so they were climbing and climbing, and people were screaming and shouting and shouting and shouting. And the other toads were dropping along the way. They were dropping. But there's this one toad that just kept going, just kept going and kept going and kept going until it got to the top of the world. And they were clapping. He didn't even hear that they were clapping. And later they heard that the toad was deaf. The toad was deaf because all the distractions did not matter. As long as the lady, the girl, and whoever you do, just set your eyes, your focus
On the prize.
on the prize. No distraction. Yeah, of course, battles will come, people will talk. The more you look at the noises around you, the more you miss your way. But if you have refined yourself, you have proposed that this is where you're going. And that is exactly what we're doing with women. A lot of women now, they are jittery. I mean, they have lost confidence. They are battered, they are bruised, they are beaten, they are bent over because of what people have talked them into. They have told you can't make it, and this and all of this. And we're trying to let the girls to see that no matter, irrespective of what you are going through, you are born to be a leader. You will get there. But you have to balance it, just knowing that you are not alone. There's a focus, and that's why we want to have, by the side, women that we believe they have dropped out, have been beaten, they have been bruised, they have been battered. We are raising a kind of spiritual counseling, a kind of counseling for them to believe in themselves, to reclaim their lives, to get back their lives, if I have to use that word. So there is an empowerment that we have to, and we have to empathize with them. We have to encourage them. And so with this at the end, and thank God there is the work that has been going on, giving them, getting them skilled, getting work down, and so as they believe in themselves. And the other thing that I want us to work with is networking with women. If we have a kind of networking with women, you are not alone in that battle. Somebody brings it to the table and says, "No, have passed through it, so you can make it." Another person comes in, and so the networking, whatever you are doing with this, you can do together, and together we'll build a team. Like we have in team, they say together, each achieving more to get the results for the girl child and to get the women empowered to stand for what the Lord has made them to be. If there were no women, there would not be men.
There would be nobody.
There would be nobody.
Yeah.
There will be nobody. So the woman occupies a special place in God's heart. And that's why we have to know that they're special and they have to be treated with care. Handled with care.
First of all, handle themselves with care.
They handle themselves with care.
Just, I wanted to add on what I'm saying. It's just unfortunate that most women don't know their power they have within. You mentioned something to do with multitasking. I think God took his time to create a woman because things you can achieve, if only you can recognize that ability you have inside you. God escorts you all through. You can handle as many tasks as possible and successfully if you only recognize your abilities that you are born with. So it is upon us now to advocate and bring together these women in different levels. I'm talking of, we have these women who are still struggling down there. We have the middle class, we have even top. And I believe they all, at different levels, they face similar challenges. Not at the same level, but the challenges that the woman in the village is facing you might find even the one who has gone to school, as long as she's not made aware or empowered to recognize herself. So first and foremost, I think we have to know ourselves, know your capabilities, and the minute you recognize that, that builds your confidence, and you are aware you are not alone. There's God who put that ability in you, who takes you to the finishing line. So the women who have been empowered and girls, it's up to them now to impact their counterparts. Just like you have come from Nigeria, what we are learning from you now, we are also able to impact others, because this is knowledge. We are learning, and learning never stops. So, and what we use in our project is, it's like a multiplier effect. If you have learned something, then take back to your, wherever you are. We are networking, directly or indirectly, because if we have these winners, the
Credit savings,
credit,
savings and
savings
credit.
and yeah, saving and loans. We have taught a number of them in their cooperatives. Also, they form those associations. So apart from saving money, they take time to learn about each other's experience. So if I have something better, I can impart on this my friend, I will. Or if there's an opportunity, I'm able to share with my the ones we are together in the association. So it's a good thing that women are getting to know themselves and also use their God-given abilities to even impact from their families, even to their immediate communities, and then nationwide. So that's
I don't
what I
know
wanted to add.
sorry. I
Yeah.
don't know if there is an opportunity for literacy, adult literacy for the women.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Adult literacy. I mean, teach them basic things
Mm-hmm.
just to, because if you want to learn how to braid, at least simple things that you have to just to, like you just mentioned about credit and loss. I mean, have you have saved, you can write down, and just collected this. I mean, just basic things in them. ABC, and so just so that
Yeah.
they have that confidence, inner confidence, that you don't have to go through an interpreter all the time. You can misinterpret what you're saying and them to get it. But honestly, it is a woman's world.
Yeah.
And this is the time. And the time to save the nations is now.
Yeah. So just going back to what you have said about education, education is empowerment. It's not just formal education, but also informal
Informal,
education.
yeah.
Most of the women are operating in the informal sector, and they are running the economy in that manner. So it's more of how to open a mobile money wallet for
Yeah.
yourself, how to save and keep your password,
Yeah,
not to
yeah.
share it with anyone, how to go to the
to be
internet,
streetwise.
open an information channel, how to register and subscribe to a useful platform.
Yeah.
So all these are disseminated down there, and I think the informal sector, I think it runs more than 80-90% of the economy in most of the African countries. Farming, small trade, market, fish and vegetable operations in the market are run by women. So I think she plays a critical role. Mam Bella, I think you have experience with the basket project. The basket is actually being exported, maybe. It's one of the products that Rwanda is proud to be associated with, and they are the ones who weave these projects, the women down there from the grassroots level. So how does that enable their their economic welfare.
A project was initiated to empower these women and girls who were generally vulnerable from all around, from hawking on the streets, sex workers, single mothers, widows from the genocide. We also had women whose husbands were imprisoned, the culprits of genocide, those who had committed suicide, genocide. We had all these women grouped together, and the focus was to empower them because they were mainly fending for their children, fending for themselves, and whatever they were doing was not sustainable. So there was they were to get something which they can do to earn them an income, which can at least which can count on to get school fees for the children, to get a meal a day at least. So they had to go through intensive training. But before you even give them these technical skills, there's first training them for mindset change. Because before you understand yourself, you cannot do what you set out to do. So there was lots of intensive training, and then they were trained in these technical skills, mainly weaving. At that time, our basket had gained international recognition, whereby if you, originally, traditionally, we used to weave for home use, but this time they are woven for international market. So they really trained, and we had the duty to get them market. And today we are boasting of having women who have become entrepreneurs actually through these baskets, selling these baskets, and they have also diversified because not everyone is good at weaving. We have trained them in tailoring. They have done all sorts of other handcraft making. But the main goal is to have a sustainable livelihood so that they can redeem themselves first and then their families. So today we have a center whereby all activities are channeled there. We have training, we have production and exhibition. So we are able to get now the market because whatever they are making is in one place. Before they used to be in the different sectors of the city. Some of them would be making good products, but there would be no access. But this time around, they are able to come to the center where they are training, where they are producing, they are also exhibiting for visitors and even locals. So we have made great strides, and women have really, some of them have even become leaders in their communities. There are those who are heading Dugudu, there are those who are heading different kinds of initiatives within their community because they are enlightened. And today, I can say we are targeting their children also, who are who are teenagers, those who have dropped out of school. They come and train, and they appreciate it because they know from the skill of their mothers, they were able to attend schools. So that's where we are, and we are training more, impacting on the community where we are working from. We are currently situated at Ivevero within Kichukiro district, and that's where our efforts are now focused. And we are working with different organizations and embassies to impart these trainings more, because training never stops, learning never stops. Yeah, and we have also to promote our culture and history. Our Rwandan heritage is being promoted there. Even whatever we are doing is based on our tradition and our values. So everything is in one basket, as you said. Yeah. Thank you.
Well, that's a very practical way of empowering the women, especially economically, and something to do with the prestige of the country, and something that only women are doing currently, which is weaving the basket. Are there men who do it?
Sorry?
Are there men who do
Yes,
the
they are. They are. Actually, we are also targeting the youth, because the youth have also this energy and creativity. We have brought them in to join their sisters and mothers. So it's all around, and we have artists from from all over the country. We accept them.
Okay.
Yeah, because it is also good for peer learning.
So the Great Generation happens to partner with an initiative that has brought together former sex workers and street girls together to better their lives. First of all, through the Word of God, to clean their mind and accept themselves, and then find, economic activities to do, like tailoring and other work-related activities that they can be trained in. So that's an opportunity, I guess, that you are now onboarding even the youth, and I think this would be a good synergy. So, Madam Adeola, do you see any synergies, whether it's what the learnings from other countries like Nigeria that you've been operating in, and what we are doing here in Rwanda, and how to hold each other so that, the girl child can reach further?
Thank you very much. I have been able to see this in the projects that we run that of women in need, like women who have trauma, who are depressed. So we're able to reach out to them, and then we are seeing now here that it's a total package, which is like we're holding each other's hands, seeing that it's a total package psychologically, emotionally, mentally, and economically, so that the girl child is not left alone, the woman is not left alone. They see that there is help, and they can always hold each other's hands to be able to pull themselves out of whatever situation they are in. Like a couple of weeks ago, we had one or two women. We just wanted them to know, okay, what's your program? What do you want to do now that we want to empower you? And one of them said she just wanted to sell. I mean, you know what we call moi, being fly, And so she was given money just to start off, because initially she didn't know what to do. And before then, she said she could join in with PAP. And before you knew it, she had already gotten a marketplace. She had already gone somewhere in the market. And I thought it was just for 1 week. She's gotten into another month and another month and another month. So she has taken herself out of the poverty level. Like, like the empowerment that we're talking about. Like, no, don't see yourself in whatever level you are in. We're just trying the women to just speak out. A lot of women are not talking. They are bottling things in. Whereas this is the time to speak out, to know there's help, to know that you can reach out, like the empowerment that we're talking about. You can be helped. And not only that, you can now be a blessing. you won't remain on that level. As you are being empowered, you are not supposed to remain on the level because you are supposed to give back to the society and you are supposed to put whatever is the past, the scars behind you, and you're supposed to move on. So we can work together to see in this light. We learn from each other. And I want to just end by saying nobody throws away the L plate. You don't throw away your L plate. The L plate is the learning plate. You know, a driver that throws away the learning plate, don't say you have said, I've learned it or no. Nobody has gotten it, nobody has learned it, but we're learning, and together we'll get there.
Thank you very much, our moms, leaders, mentors, and I'm sure this is just the beginning of a very good project that we are launching here in Rwanda to empower more the girl child, especially in the motivation and inspirational way, in shaping them, their mindset, because the platforms are already there. They are already being economically empowered. They are being given equal chances in the education and in the workplace. But how are they positioning themselves? I guess this is where we are starting from. And also networking, empowering them through the Word of God to be positive minded, to overcome and, emerge the winners in any situation that they pass through, and hold their heads high, not carry their grief or their defeat ahead of them, but put their past behind and walk victoriously. And I'm glad that we have experienced mothers with us, leaders who have seen it all, who have raised maybe wonderful daughters who are already proven themselves as mothers, as leaders, and as even educators, I believe. So as maybe as a last question before we wind up, I would like to also know, since the girl child is being empowered, and since all initiatives are going towards the girl child, what should be thought about the boy child as well? Because there is little focus on the boy child, and maybe it's going to impact them on one way or another. So I think these initiatives should go hand in hand so that we develop both the genders so they can complement each other in the tough world that we are going into. Yeah.
Well, we are working towards balancing it, because if we don't balance it, there's going to be a misfit. And we don't want the girls to lose out completely, because right now the girls are on the fast lane and they are not ready to slow down. But we want to see that we bring the men, the guys, the guys, the boys alongside the girls, so that we have, they complement each other beautifully, and then we can have a beautiful world, and then a nation that will stand, for us all. So we have, back home in Nigeria, we have a STAG project. A STAG project, the STAG project is for men, boys, and then they train them how to, in so many other ways, leadership programs, how to work in the society, how to handle the home, how to handle your workplace. Especially, some of them don't know how to talk. Some of them don't know how to treat women, So there are so many things that we can learn from one another, both for both genders. That's the truth of the matter. And God has created us to work together such a way that everything will turn out right. But the truth of the matter is, we need to pray for the men to be ready to take in whatever is being pushed their way. Because sometimes they feel they know too much, guys. But no matter how much the guys know, I mean, you still have a mother that brought you into the world, that be able to put you in line with what God has in plan. So teach a child in the way that he will go, and when he grows up, he will not depart from it. It's not teach a lady, it's a child, whether a male, whether a female, the way that they will go. And when they grow up, they will not be able to depart from it. And I trust God will help us to be able to build a formidable society. And we'll be proud of it.
Thank you very much, our viewers, for following today. We come to the end of the Great Generation Show episode of today, where we were visited by our moms, mentors, leaders here, Miss Madame Adeola and Mom Bella. They were here to mentor, to motivate, and to empower the girl child. So you will see a lot more of that in the future, I guess, as we visit also the other initiative that brings together former street workers and street children, girls in particular, to see how we can hold their hands as they live that life and go to, economic empowerment and a positive, life change. So I guess I would invite you to the next episode to visit those youth and young women, to mentor them as they live the prostitution, the street life, and just try to give them the right setting for developing their economic status and also their mindset. And we will continue to do more activities to boost, to mentor and to inspire the great generation, the youth that we want to be the future of tomorrow, by, bringing on board experienced people, leaders, mentors that can set the pace for that journey from becoming, an adolescent, a youth, and a young adult, and then, a very responsible adult, as the show goes by the name The Great Generation. Thank you so much from us, and it's me again, Jidia Gasana, wishing you a brilliant week ahead. And as you go about your daily duties, please subscribe and share amongst other youth, adolescents, and young adults to inspire them to become a great generation. Blessings.